All right, welcome to Logic, our philosophy 1013, section 01W. This is the fully online course for this Logic course offered by PCC. My name is Sam Fletcher. I am the instructor for this course this semester. So I'm going to give you kind of a quick introduction to who I am, as well as a quick introduction to the course and kind of what to expect. Okay. Logic is Logic is a complex yet simple course. It basically, within its simplicity, there is complexity, if that makes sense at all. You're going to find if you've taken other philosophy classes, that might be something that makes sense to you. But essentially, it's straightforward, but there's very precise methods, rather like math, that lead to the results that we're looking for. Okay. So again, my name is Sam Fletcher. I'll give you a little bit of background about myself before I get going, I guess. So academically, my background is in history, psychology with an emphasis in clinical counseling, and philosophy. Philosophy being one of my greatest passions, honestly. I took all three of these because I really wanted to understand what made people do what they do, how we think and why we think it and all that kind of things, and that's why I am here. Okay. So with that in mind, let me take you into D2L, or my courses, what used to be D2L. And we'll go from there. So if you open up, you're probably watching this video right now in my courses, you're on the home page. If you want, you can open up a second tab and have it available there also, so you can kind of follow along with me while this video plays in the background. So if you'd like, just go ahead and pause it here and open up that other window, and then you can get going. Okay. I'm going to assume you've done that. So we find ourselves here on our home page where you're watching this video now. We have the announcements. The announcements tool is going to be where I post upcoming information, updates on kind of what to expect in the course. If I find new and exciting resources to help you with understanding logic and all of the ins and outs of it, how to make good arguments and understand a good argument versus the fallacies and all those kinds of things, I will post those things here. Okay. If I have updates of things that I want you to be aware of, that's basically going to be where you're going to find that information. On this homepage also, you'll find there's the section called Work to Do over on the right-hand side, which I think actually, because of the way the camera works, the right-hand side. So it'll show you kind of week by week what's expected of you and what's coming up. Okay. So for example, this week, this first week of classes, you have introductions where you're just going to introduce yourself to me and your classmates. Also, quick note, this class is an extremely small class. There's only 4 students. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of really work together in this course to help you all understand this information. Okay, so introduce yourself though. Give me kind of a little bit of background about who you are. You know, is this your first time at an online class, or are you like a veteran of it, right? What's your background? Where are you planning on going? Why are you in this class? Right, like this, you know, why did you choose logic out of all the classes you could possibly choose? So, so talk about those kinds of things. Then you're going to have a discussion on what is an argument. Given the readings that we'll be looking at this week, you'll be able to go through that and hopefully answer that, like kind of what is the foundations of an argument. Okay. I'll have you look at the syllabus, which I'll talk about that in just a second. That's all found in the content also. But you'll go into the content, you can look at the syllabus, make sure it makes sense to you. If you have questions, let me know. But also have you take the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is a little single question, true or false question. Basically says, the question is, or statement is, I have read, understand, or have, anyway, I agree and understand the syllabus. True or false? Say true, you get 5 points extra credit. Say false, you get nothing. So please say true. Okay. But yeah, so that's going to get you there. And then we have 2 assignments. The one assignment is going to be actually an exercise drawn from the readings from this week. The second assignment is basically putting it into practice to some extent, kind of looking at syllogisms and how to break that down. Okay. When you read the first chapter, that'll make more sense to you. Below that, we have the quick eval. That's all. There's nothing really there and currently in mind, but there may be things in yours like activities coming up, things like that. Let's see. You can find my instructor information. So this is where you can kind of, the best way to get a hold of me is through the message system here on the My Courses. But if for some reason My Courses is giving you a hissy fit, which it does sometimes, not very often, but occasionally I've had students have that problem, You can also reach me by my email, by emailing me from your student email at samuel.fletcher@pueblocc.edu. Okay. And at the very bottom there's also information on NetTutor. So if you need tutoring and things like that, PCC has their tutoring center. You can go in and meet with them in person, or you can also utilize the NetTutor, which is a fully online service. It's basically a free tutoring course offered through their stuff. So if you have questions on that, reach out to them. They can help you out. You can call that phone number also, and they can give you more information on all that, more detailed information on how the tutoring works. All right, so let's jump into the content. So top left corner, you'll see a section called content. Click on that. At the top here, we have overview. It's just basically my introduction of who I am and how to reach me. Okay. We'll go ahead and bounce down from there. So course information, that's where you're going to find the syllabus. The drop date for this course is September 13th. So if after a week or two of this course you change your mind or something comes up and you're like, you know what, this course isn't going to work, you can drop this course by September 13th. What that does is it removes it from your transcripts completely as if it never happened. Tough part with this, let's say you're in 12 credits right now. The logic class is a 3-credit class. So if you were to drop this course, that would drop your status from full-time to 3/4 time. What that does potentially for financial aid is if you have the Pell Grant or if you have scholarships or things like that, that can affect how much is coming to you. So be aware of that. Okay. I'd recommend if you are thinking of dropping, talk to a counselor or one of the advisors at the college before you make that choice to kind of see how it'll affect you in the long run. Second choice, withdrawal date is by November 24th. The withdrawal is similar to a drop, but it doesn't disappear from your transcripts. So what this looks like basically is it'll still show up on the fall 2022 semester, but where the grade would normally go, there will be a W. And that W essentially just shows that you withdrew from the course. In other words, you attempted the course, but you chose to pull out of it midway through the semester. What that does, if you know you are failing the grade course, so before you choose to withdraw, if it comes to that time, November comes around, you're like, man, I think I'm struggling with this course, I'm not sure where I'm at. If you know for a fact that you are failing the course, I'd recommend withdrawing, okay? Because what that does is the withdraw is better than a fail because it does affect your pass rate, but it does not affect your GPA, okay? So that's the advantage of it. So if you're at a 4.0, you've been going through 2 semesters, you're like, man, I'm failing this course, you can withdraw from it. It won't affect that 4.0, but it will affect your pass rate. If this is your first semester, again, you're in 12 credits, let's say, hypothetically, and you withdrew from this course, but you passed all 3 of the other courses, or the other 9 credits, whatever it may be, that would put you at a 75% pass rate for this semester. Where that's important is if you drop below a 66% pass rate, so a fail or a withdraw drops your pass rate for that semester for that course. If you fall below 66% pass rate, you potentially can lose your financial aid and possibly be put on academic suspension. So again, that'd be something to talk to an advisor about. Also, before you choose to withdraw from the course, if that does happen and if you're feeling like that might be a thing, make sure to reach out to me. I've had students in the past that thought they were failing my courses and ended up passing the course as well. I had one student that knew he was passing or failing one of my courses, reached out to me, was like, what should I do? Do I need to withdraw? Blah, blah, blah. He's like freaking out. I looked up his stuff. He was actually doing fine. And when it was all said and done, he actually ended up passing the class with a solid B. So right, like reach out to me if you're thinking about that. If you have questions about that, let me know. And then also talk to an advisor just to make sure how it might affect you. Okay, so be aware of those. Hopefully you won't want to use them and won't need to use them, but just in case. This is also the section, this course information. As I'm updating things, this is where I'm going to end up putting all the points possibilities. So the assignments and all those kinds of things, the overall points possibilities for the course. Okay. You'll also find the syllabus in here. So click on that, take a look through that, and then this is where also you'll find the syllabus quiz. You can also find the syllabus quiz in the quizzes section up at the top, kind of in the middle at the very top, but you can also find the link here. Just take that again, true or false, take it as soon as you can after you look at the syllabus, get those 5 points extra credit. Okay. Next section, textbooks. Awesomely, the textbooks for this course are free. the textbook we're going to be primarily utilizing for this course specifically is the Fundamental Methods of Logic by Knakal. I might pull from Van Cleve and possibly Delancey's. Okay, possibly. But I'm primarily going to be using Knakal's work. I was looking through them, and it's my favorite out of the three that I have listed there. Okay, but they're all there for you. They're digital. You can get them printed out. I believe that the print shop at PCC can print it out for about $50, so it's kind of expensive to get it printed out, but that is an option if you prefer to have a hard copy rather than just a digital copy. Okay, so yeah, be aware of that. But again, the primary work that we're going to be pulling from is that Fundamental Methods of Logic, that top textbook. Okay. It's also going to be, this first week's assignment is going to be reading through chapter 1, specifically sections 1, 2, and 3 for this first week, where I wanted to kind of get you an introduction to what is an argument and the foundations of that. Okay. Let's see. Some other tools. There's this protocol for identifying arguments. It's just kind of a tool to help you with understanding this. Let's go into module 1. Okay, so again, first week, at the top there on the announcements, it gives you kind of what is to be expected of you. We're going to be reading through chapter 1, Fundamental Methods of Logic by Knakal. Okay, focusing on sections 1, 2, and 3. We'll probably focus on the rest of chapter 1 next week. So in the week 2 of the course. Okay. If you scroll down, there's also this Introduction to Philosophy and Logic found in here. It's a web page link. It's still within the My Courses, but it just kind of gives you a quick little rundown of what is it that we're doing, right? Philosophy is often criticized as being abstract and too conceptual, right? It gives you this kind of little quick rundown of what to expect. The objectives of this course essentially are going to be helping you to understand the nature of arguments, understand the difference between the different types of logic. So we have deductive and inductive, as well as some additional pieces there. Okay, so you kind of understand those differences and what they look like. And then hopefully when it's all said and done, not only will you be able to identify when other people give arguments, but you'll also be able to produce a solid argument yourself. Okay, so you'll find that kind of quick introduction there in that Introduction to Philosophy and Logic. Okay. Below that, you're going to find a section called Discussions. This is where you can find the link to the discussions for this week. You can also find them if you just go into the discussions. Again, top, middle section, there's a section called Discussions. But this is kind of, it makes it a little bit easier, hopefully, for you, because it's all found there in the one spot. Okay. We also have 2 assignments, like I said, this week. One assignment is from the section 3 of the reading that we're doing, so you can just look and see that information there. You're basically going to be going through and assessing different statements on if they're argument or not, and why, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then assignment number 2 is looking at basically how to structure these arguments. Okay. I've also given you some videos that might be useful to you in kind of boosting up what you're going to be reading about this week. Okay. As we go, I'm going to try to keep producing more videos like this, where I'm just kind of talking to you, giving you some more information that might kind of fill in rough spots. I find sometimes videos are a little bit easier to grasp, at least in today's world, than written things specifically. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, be aware of those things. That's basically what we're going to be doing. Okay. Additional modules will continue to open as we go. So some of the modules will contain 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. Generally, though, I'm gonna kind of you'll know as they pop open. You'll see what's expected of you, and have access to what is needed for each week. Okay. So you're gonna have a set of assignments, and this is kind of a quick rundown of this again. You're going to have a set of assignments that are expected of you each week. Okay. The assignments themselves, the official, like just you're creating something like assignment 1 or assignment 2, are going to be due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. of the given week. So example, assignment 1 and assignment 2 are both due this week, week 1. So they'll be due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Okay. The What is an Argument discussion post, your initial posting, your initial thoughts are due Friday at 11:59 p.m. Okay. Most online classes, from what I've talked to other instructors, they recommend doing it on a Wednesday. I don't think that's fair necessarily for online students, because sometimes, the reason you're in online classes oftentimes is because you don't have time to be in the class during the week. But I also think it's better for discussions that the first post be done by Friday night, so that way you have the weekend to respond to your classmates. So the initial post is due at 11:59 on Friday night, and your responses to your fellow classmates are due at 11:59 on Sunday. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. When you look at it, you'll see that again put forward to you. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any other? I have little notes here real quick. Like I said, I'm going to be changing the class somewhat over time, as far as, so I don't have, my points aren't not locked down yet, 100%, but we're getting there. Okay. Again, the assignments will be from the textbook, so you have access to it. It is free. Best way to contact me again is through the message system here on the My Courses. It's that little envelope in the top right corner. Should be kind of like in this area here. Okay. You can just click on that. It works just like email, but it's an internal server. So basically it's messaging through that section there. Best way is to get help. Okay, so if you need help with some of this work, one is to reach out to me. Obviously, like that's a good thing. If you have questions about the course, or like you're like, I'm not understanding this, can you help me? Reach out to me. I'll do my best. I'm going to be on D2L pretty much every day. I do my best to take Sundays off, but pretty much every day, every other day, you can almost guarantee that I'll be on at least for a little while. Okay. So if you have questions and things, let me know. The other resources available on campus are going to be like the tutoring center. So again, that phone number that you find on the homepage of this from the NetTutor, and the phone number below that, so they can help you out. The library, the PCC library, is an excellent resource. If you're needing help with kind of finding resources and things, they are amazing. If you have a disability of any way, shape, or form, whether that be a physical disability, a learning disability, a temporary disability, right? Like maybe I had a friend that was in college and he was in a car accident, broke both arms, and his arms were stuck like this, and he ended up going to disability services because he couldn't type papers. Obviously, if your arms are stuck like this, it makes it very difficult to do anything. They were able to set him up with some systems and things to help him, so he could write his papers and things while he was healing up for that several weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much the course in a nutshell, kind of what to expect as we go. So just make sure that you check it out, kind of explore D2L, or my courses, sorry. There's a good chance if I keep making videos like this that you'll hear me say D2L a lot. It's been D2L for a lot of years, so changing up in my brain is a little bit hard. But my goal is to make this class a learning opportunity, a real true learning experience. Logic is a hard class. Okay, heads up. This is a hard class. I remember in my undergrad, I was like, what the heck am I doing? It took me about half a semester for my brain to realize what we were working on. So you can kind of expect that. My goal is to kind of ease you into it this first couple of weeks, and then we'll kind of pick up the pace a little bit more as we get deeper into this. So there will be, every week, there's going to be some discussions as well as assignments that you'll be expected to participate in. So be prepared for that. Just keep up with the readings. Watch the videos. If you're like, man, this is just not making sense, watch the videos that are posted along with it each week. Hopefully that'll kind of give you a boost in understanding the material. It's, again, logic is kind of like math, but with words, right? It gives you ability and tools to understand truth of how the world actually is. Okay. So hopefully this will be a growing opportunity, as well as an opportunity to kind of build your thinking and make you a much stronger person as well as a student overall. So if you have questions, message me anytime. Again, my goal is to always get back to you in less than 24 hours. Typically, I'll be on several times throughout the day during the week, so there's a good chance I'll get back to you significantly less than 24 hours. And we'll go from there. All right. Good luck with everything. I look forward to getting to know you as the semester progresses through our discussions. And again, it's a small class, so we get that chance to kind of be a little bit more connected with each other. It's not just like me and 40 people, trying to figure it out. So yeah, welcome to Logic. My name is Sam Fletcher, and I will keep on communicating with you throughout the semester. Good luck. Bye.